Hey everyone, Pastor Daniel here with your weekly Woodlands update. And I know the question on most of your minds is, when are we going to be able to open the doors and get back to the church building? Of course, we don't call it going back to church because we're already in church, because we are the church. And wherever the body of Christ goes, wherever you go as a follower of Christ, you take the church with you because you are the church. But back to that question. And the question has to do with this. When do we open up the church? And the scriptures tell us in Romans chapter 3, or 13, 1 through 2, it says this, it says, "Let everyone submit to the governing authorities, since there is no authority except from God, and the authorities that exist are instituted by God." So then, the one who resists the authority is opposing God's command, and those who oppose it will bring judgment on themselves. That's Romans chapter 13, verses 1 through 2. And so here's the thing. If the government says to us that, hey, you're not allowed to share your faith in public or outside of your church or your home, well, we don't listen to them. At that point, we say, no, you're breaking the laws of God, and we're going to listen to the laws of God. If the government says, hey, we can't meet because Christianity has been outlawed, we say, well, I'm sorry, we're going to meet because we obey a higher calling and a higher authority, which is God. I mean, if you were told that you couldn't baptize people, baptize them in public, like our brothers and sisters in Nepal were told last year, well, you just go on and you just keep doing what you're asked to do. But if they say you shouldn't meet because of a public health issue, well, we're all about the people of our community. We want to be sure and protect, to bring peace, to bring healing. Jesus was always bringing healing. And so we want to bring healing in any way we can to the people of our community. As a matter of fact, an ancient voice really speaks to this. Back in the 1600s, a man named Richard Baxter, who a lot of the great preachers of today refer to, said this. He said, if the magistrate, that would be, our government, our authority over us, if the magistrate asks you to refrain from meeting because of pestilence, do not meet. Now that word pestilence literally means a virus or a pandemic, okay, or an epidemic of that kind. Then he goes on to say, on the other hand, if the magistrate tries to force you not to meet because of persecution of Christianity, well, then you meet anyway. So here's the thing. We definitely want to be in submission to the authorities of our state. We may not like it. We may not care for those authorities. But the fact is, we want to be submissive to the governing authorities. This is really hard for us here in Illinois because we see states on all sides of us that are starting to open up. And I know that makes it tough on us, but we need to be diligent. We need to be diligent, and we need to trust in God, and we need to know that God is at work, even though we may be one of the later ones to open up. To that end, I can tell you that we're definitely not going to be meeting here the next couple of weeks, not in May. I am very doubtful that we will be able to meet the 1st of June. I would imagine it'll be closer to the middle of June, but we don't know for sure. We'll keep our ears open to hear what our governing authorities are saying, and we'll keep you posted on that. In the meantime, please stay diligent in your small groups, getting together on Zoom, contacting each other through text, that sort of thing. Please stay diligent online, watching our messages. So I'm so glad so many of you are tuning in, and engagement is absolutely critical. Do you know that we're all we're all digital evangelists now? So you actually can do the work of evangelism when you share the Sunday morning message on your personal Facebook page, and when you like the Woodlands page, and when you make comments, because those are all the things that drive the algorithms of Facebook to get the message that we share, the worship service that we share, to spread. Even this message here that I'm giving you, the update, like it, share it, make comments about it, and you serve as a digital evangelist when you do that. Now, one more thing, and that is actually two more quick things. Fooled you. The first one is very quickly. There's a survey coming out this week to help us get a feel for the pulse beat of the people of our church. That's you. We want to know how you're doing. And we have questions in there specifically about returning to church and what your preferences are. See, you may think everybody thinks what you do, but of course that's not true. Right? I mean, the opinions of church people, of Christian people, are all over the map in terms of what they think about returning to church. So we want to take a survey of our church people. It's 2 to 5 minutes, very quick. Please, as soon as you get that survey, fill it out, turn it in. It's all digital. You can do it very, very quickly. All right. And the last thing, finally, we continue to do online prayer. All right, so if you want to participate in online prayer every evening at 7 o'clock, except for Sunday at 7:30 because they wait for our evening service to get over. But every evening at 7 o'clock, you can join in prayer. And if you go to woodlands.cc/events, and then scroll down, you can click on there for prayer, and that'll take you to Zoom and allow you to get in for the Woodlands prayer. So I hope you'll participate in that, and we got to keep praying, folks. We got to stay diligent. We got to stay faithful. Keep loving one another. Keep looking for ways to serve the people in your community and in your neighborhood, and keep sharing the love of Jesus wherever you go. Anything we can do to serve, anything we can do to encourage, anything we can do to love, that's what we want to do, because that's who the people of God are. That's who Woodlands is, and I know that's who you are. So let's share Jesus wherever we go. Thanks so much for watching this. Remember, be sure and share it. Take care. God bless you. I love you. I can't wait to see you soon.